This painting is entitled Climbing Ecstasy, part of a series entitled Love is Immortal, because it included gestural portraits of beloveds already deceased. My favorite medium is watercolor, and I paint only what I'm passionate about, such as my family album series. This is an X-rated painting for my beloved husband Charlie, my Valentine of many years.
A tear falls, looking to the past. Something beautiful is falling apart, moving into the future. The highlighted area suggests a heart, fading as it moves forward. Someone is gone, but time marches on. We've all been there.
Now my mother has gone, flown away in her sleep. Frail as a fragile rose, I watched her take her leave.
The theme is connection. For me, it's connected to the medium of clay. Plan A was to throw as many tea bowls as I could in one afternoon. After 5 or 6, my brain was supposed to disengage and muscle memory would take over. Those are the pots on the left. Plan B was to make 10 pinch pots in a row. My hands and the clay would make the connection. Those are the pots on the right. Which plan worked? I don't know.
This is a master copy of a Bouguereau painting from 1885, done during the pandemic and meant to reflect a little bit about the isolation that we experience during the pandemic. And this one is titled 6 out of 10 White Women.
Captivation, glamour, enticement, or is it indoctrination? Perhaps we should think about what we are teaching young girls, like the one watching at top left. The advertising industry isn't helping either, but let's face it, sex sells.
When was the last time you sent someone snail mail? I'm talking about a letter, note, or card. It doesn't have to be as elaborate as the envelope seen here. Even simple mail can bring such joy. And that joy is not only for the recipient, but for you, the sender, as well. Plus, snail mail doesn't need to be tied to a special occasion or holiday. You can send it anytime. So what are you waiting for? There's never been a better time to connect via snail mail.
In the middle of last August, I was on my normal pandemic walk around Shaker Lakes, and I got the call that my first grandchild was here. As I rounded the corner, this is what I saw, which I feel is an incarnation of her spirit here now with us.
This is our real love. This is our real love.
I made this Valentine for Joanne in 1996. I used Photoshop to combine two photos and to create the color I wanted from black and white originals. At that time, the only way to get a color print was to go to Morse Graphic Art downtown, and it cost about $20. The images I started with were a broken factory window in the flats, and one from a series of self-portraits I made for a multimedia project called Image, Self-Image.
Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night.
But now's the time to raise the vibration of self-healing and knowing inner resonation. We can hum and sing and laugh and play and cry out our fears to make room for what may truly serve and observe and move through us to nourish our roots in these oceans of truths. From this we shall rise again, now older and wise. We'll carry our inner child with pleasure, with smiles, and walk hand in hand to this here, our promised land that we co-create through elevated intent.